Okay, today I'm running the iconic Franconia Ridge Trail, and I want to talk to you about 5 tips on how to maintain your mountain fitness through injury. Injuries are the worst. They seem to come at the worst times, but luckily there are a few things that we can do to kind of maintain our fitness if you're training for mountain ultra, mountain effort in general. So I'll talk about those, and we're gonna get some pretty good views today. Okay, so tip number 1 is do Stairmaster workouts as soon as you can after your injury. So that's gonna depend on the injury, the severity. But if you think about mountain running, you get the uphill and the downhill. The downhill is so much more impact than the uphill. So whatever injury you have, the downhill is gonna make it worse. So how do you replicate running up a mountain without having to run down it? Stairmaster is going to be the lowest impact. If you've ever tried running on a Stairmaster or doing a workout, it's hard. It's a lot less impact, and it can get your legs stronger. So, and it's something that a lot of people don't do. So if you haven't been doing it, you may actually have strength gains that you might get from doing it. So that's a way to maintain kind of strength uphill fitness without getting any of the downhill. You never have to go down. I think after Stairmaster, probably like uphill treadmill, outdoor workout uphill, like walking down, and then like flat workout is kind of like the order of impact. And then obviously the lowest impact would be like a bike that's dead zero. So as soon as you can, as soon as your injury is not getting worse, try mixing this in and save your mountain legs. Okay, so tip number 2, try out doing indoor mountain days. So the way that I do this, if usually on the weekends you get out for a mountain run for a couple hours, again, like we talked about, if you go up a mountain, you gotta come down. So how do you do that without getting the downhill impact? I like to go to the gym, like we talked about, uphill treadmill and Stairmaster. I'll start maybe 30 to 60 minutes on the uphill treadmill, 30 to 60 minutes on the Stairmaster, and then I'll do 10 to 30 minutes of basically dragging a sled backwards. So if you've never seen that before, knees over toes guy has a bunch of stuff about it. So good for your knees, good for your legs. And if you ever do it, it uses the same muscles, it's all quads, that you would use on the downhill. So you get to keep those muscles engaged with no impact. Now one caveat is when you're doing the sled, although it works the same muscles, it does use concentric muscle contractions as opposed to eccentric. So you don't get the exact replication you do as running downhill, but it's pretty close. And if you have knee issues, it'll probably help your knee feel better. And then at the gym, after you do the incline treadmill, the Stairmaster, and the sled, to simulate running up, simulate running down, I'll hit the sauna for a little bit. Usually takes 2 to 3 hours, and it's a pretty good kind of replacement for mountain days. Do it on a rainy day, where it's probably more comfortable inside anyway, and much lower impact. So you get those longer days with lower impact. Tip number 3 is going to be swap all your easy miles / junk miles with bike. Pretty much saving your legs and the amount of impact you can send to that injury for workouts if you can do it like we talked about, and then moderate runs. And get rid of all the easy miles, because those easy miles are just for aerobic base and getting your legs a little bit better at running, which if you're injured, you're probably not doing an ultra super soon. So you have time to kind of get that replication later. Really right now, you just want aerobic base, do it on the bike, and save more time for workouts, hill strides, and a moderate run. If you can do those during the week when you're injured, you're probably going to maintain fairly well when you supplement with more aerobic on the bike. Okay, tip number 4 is going to be, when you get back into mountain days, focus on the uphill. Don't worry about the downhill. If you can go up and it doesn't hurt, take that as a win and walk down if you have to. Because repeat Bouter effect. Repeat Bouter's effect. If you don't know, look it up. But basically, there's research studies out there. If you do a few hard downhill workouts, you get super fast gains in resistance and strength in your downhill muscles. So you can really cram a lot of downhill training if you're training for an ultra towards the end of your build. So once you're getting back into it, to avoid that impact on the downhill, don't worry about the downhill for a while and just know you can make up for that at the back end. Your fitness, leg strength are gonna be more important once your injury's starting to feel better. And the last tip is heat train. So passive heat training, sauna hot tub, active heat training, throw on a jump shoot and go do something. We all don't like doing it, but it must be done. And when you're injured, you really have no excuse. You can't put as much volume running, so make sure you're adding the extra stress that your body can kind of handle into heat training. More red blood cells, more EPO, legally, is gonna be good for you. So, when you're injured, no longer treat heat training poorly. Okay, we're getting close. Ooh, that's a pretty good view. The word is neglect. Do not neglect heat training longer. If you go back a little bit, you can see my brain working to try to come up with the word neglect. But look at this. The iconic Franconia Ridge. What do we think? Pretty good. All right, so those are the 5 tips. Hopefully, some of those can be helpful to you. You can implement it in your training, get back to recovery, and yeah, get back to the trails. I think an injury always sets you back less than it feels like it's going to. So just positive attitude. And yeah, we got more views like this, so if this is looking good, stick around. And if you have any other strategies, any other helpful tips, leave a comment. Try to help someone else out. That's Greenleaf Hut below. So we're going up the Old Bridle Trail. We're getting to Lafayette. I mean, stunner of a day. Wow. Like a light breeze, nice and cool. Cannon, the Kinsmans. We made it to the summit. I mean, just a picture perfect day out here. Big views out to the Pemi. I mean, this next month is gonna be money. If you're looking to do a fast effort out in the White Mountains, this next month, I mean, it was cool 50s, get a day with a light breeze, dry rocks. I mean, end of summer, early fall in New England. So 5 billion people come up here. Yeah. Whew. So if you like the video, you like the training topics, you want to hear more training topics, let me know. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, like the video. But no, if you have any questions, training topics that you're curious about, you want to get my thoughts on, yeah, just leave it in the comments. And I will at least respond to it. Maybe make a video. Also, non-training topics, let me know. Hot takes. Yeah. If you have any other injury hacks for maintaining your fitness, maintaining training, leave them in the comments. If you disagree or could improve on the ones I talked about, I'm sure there's a million out there. Also put it in the comments. The people want to know. We all be getting hurt. Found the video helpful, send it to someone who's injured. If you like the training topics, I just did a video last week on Liberty and Flume. Got some good views. Talked about hill strides, getting faster. So check that video out. That's the video. If you want to hit that subscribe button, free charge. Thanks for watching. Peace.